My name is Pranish Anlake Kumadeva. My matrix number is 23136144. I will briefly explain the project description for our transmission line project. This project involves the construction of 35 km three-phase overhead transmission line in the northern region of Peninsular Malaysia. The line connects from Kangar Perlis to Jitra Kedah as shown on the map, and the route passes through rural and semi-urban area including paddy fields, small villages and also light industrial zones along Perlis and Kedah border. Because the land is mostly open and the line needs to cross farmlands and across roads, we selected the lattice steel towers as a support structure. These towers are strong and durable and can withstand wind and conductor tension and are commonly used in Malaysia's national grid. They are also suitable for the open land and road crossings, making them cost effective for long distance transmission. The towers are installed at average spacing about 250 meters, resulting in about 140 towers along the entire 35 km route. The spacing ensures safe electrical clearance, control conductor sag and also provides good structural stability. The project is carried out through a sequence of activities starting from contract award and route survey, followed by tower design, foundation design and soil investigation. The work then continues with foundation construction and tower erection in the three sections before moving to the stringing, sagging and also the tensioning of the conductors. Finally, the project ends with the line testing and commissioning. These activities must be completed in the correct order to ensure the transmission line is built safely, efficient and within the planned schedule. Next, the project is managed by 4-member team with clear roles and responsibilities. At the top is the project manager Pranish Kumadeva, who oversees the entire project, coordinates all the team members and ensures the project is completed on time and within budget. The planning and scheduling engineer Mastirina binti Muhammad Hisamuddin prepares the project schedule and monitors progress to prevent delays. The design and engineering engineer Muna Shaira binti Muhammad Daud handles all the technical designs including tower, foundation and sag tension design, ensuring safety and engineering standards. Lastly, the construction and finance officer Ahmad Haziq bin Arif manages site activities such as foundation work, tower erection and stringing while also controlling the project costs. The structure ensures clear responsibility, effective communication and smooth project execution.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Muna Syairah binti Mak Daud, bernombor matrik 2313636056 dari RY32 dan saya selaku Design and Engineering Engineer bagi projek ini. So here I would like to share about our planning and scheduling of the project. Yang mana as we know, planning and scheduling are important to ensure every project to be complete on time. So same goes to our project. So, kami memastikan projek kami mempunyai good planning and good scheduling to make sure all the project activity in the correct order and also can be control all the project progress and reduce the delay. So, as we know, in this project, each activity also be already assigned a specific duration based on the given data, yang mana every relationship between the activity is also identified so that we can clearly understand the sequence of the work. So here we can see the table of the schedules of the project transmission line, di mana there is 3 times estimate are used for each activity, which is optimistic event TO, most likely event TM, and pessimistic event TP. So based on these 3 times, we can calculate the expected time TE by using the formula TE equal to TO plus 4TM plus TP over 6. So the expected time is also can be used for the project planning. So next we also have here is the network diagram. So the network diagram is also to illustrate ataupun to show the sequence of the activity yang mana ia akan bantu kami untuk identify the critical path and the estimate the total project duration. So by using this network-based scheduling method, the project can be managed more efficiently and complete within the planned time.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Mastirina binti Muhammad Hisamuddin. So for this, I will explain the critical path and the probability of completing this project. So first, we need to identify all project activities and their relationship using a network diagram. So based on the PERT calculation, we compare all the 12 paths. So the longest path gives the total project duration and becomes the critical path. So from our analysis, the critical path is A, C, E, G, L, M, N and finally P. So when we add all the expected duration along this path, the total expected project completion time is 75 weeks. So this means any delay in this activity will directly delay the whole project. Okay, next we calculated the uncertainty of this critical path by finding the variance of each activity and adding them together. So the total variance is 13.66 and the standard deviation is approximately 4.08 weeks. Okay, to estimate the probability of completing the project within a certain time, we use the Z-value method. For a confidence level of 99.85%, the Z-value is approximately 2.96. So using the formula, the project duration becomes T equals 75 plus 2.96 times with the 4.08, so which equal approximately 87 weeks. So, this means we can be 99.85% confidence that the project will be complete within 87 weeks.
Next, I would like to share about our cash summary. So, the cash summary in our project is based on the expected duration time of the project, iaitu 75 minggu. So, sepanjang 75 minggu ini, projek ini terdapat beberapa kategori. Untuk kos yang pertama adalah aset, yang kedua adalah material, yang ketiga subcontractor and consultant, yang keempat labor and overhead, dan menjadikan overall total project cost adalah sebanyak RM263,358 dan projek ini juga telah mengambil kira 140 lattice steel transmission tower dengan total 560 foundation holes yang perlu dibuat sepanjang projek ini berlangsung. So, not only that, dekat table pada slide ini juga kita dapat lihat pada nombor 2 iaitu material menggunakan expenses ataupun kos yang paling tinggi berbanding yang lain, iaitu sebanyak RM262,130,060 kerana pada material kita transmission tower, kita ada conductors and ready mix concrete. Not only that juga dalam kategori ini juga terdapat equipment cost yang mana include kita punya purchase of a crane, forklift and wheelbarrow, which one-time cost for the construction activity, yang mana semua ini akan terlibat bagi sepanjang berlangsungnya projek ini dibuat. So, in conclusion, the overall estimate project cost for the transmission line project is approximately to RM263 juta Malaysia untuk berlangsungnya atau untuk menjayakan projek ini.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and very good evening. My name is Ahmad Hazi bin Arif. Today, for the management and evaluation transmission line, I will be present the cash flow of our project to operate the crane throughout 80 months of our duration of the construction, the transmission line. Okay, as you can see in this slide, there are our cash flow diagram. From the beginning, PwC indicate our price of the crane, where we buy the crane worth RM280,000, and after 80 months periods of the construction, we sell the crane for the RM180,000 after the depreciation of the crane value. Okay, let's move on to next slide to let me explain the depreciation of the crane price. Okay, the depreciation of the crane price that causing the selling price of the crane after the 80 months of our period of construction to per 3 from the original price was affected by the depreciation. Okay, the depreciation for the first year was around RM62,222.22. That for the first year, the crane price have been dropped from the RM280,000 to the RM270,000. For the second year, the depreciation increased more, around 31,111 ringgit and 11 sen. That accumulate depreciation 93,333 ringgit and 34 sen. That causing the price of the crane after the 18 month of the period of the construction drop to the 186,666 ringgit and 67. You can see the graph I simulate on MATLAB, show the depreciation value from the first year of purchase until the selling year of the crane. As you can see, the depreciation value increase and the value of the crane drop throughout the time. I think that's all for me. Thank you so much.
Okay, so next what we can conclude is that this project successfully applied a PERT and the critical path method to plan and evaluate a 35 km transmission line project with 140 lattice steel towers. So, the critical path identified the key activities that directly affect the project duration. So, the expected completion time is 75 weeks, and when uncertainty is considered, the project can be complete within 87 weeks with a 99.85% confidence level. So, the cost analysis estimate the total project cost at approximately 263 million ringgit Malaysia. So, mainly driven by material and tower construction. So, overall, this project demonstrates effective schedule, cost estimation, practical application of engineering project management in a real-world scenario. So, that's all from us. Thank you.